よいしょ。はい、お疲れ様です。こんにちは。3時ですね。今日は週の始まり、月曜日ですね。久々に、おじさん、ゴルフ、キャリー、マイキャリーって読むかな、わからんけど、これ進めていきます。どんどん進めていったら多分でも PGA ツアーの方にもじゃねえな。シーズンやればいいんかな、わからんけど、とりあえずキャリーの方やっていきます。で、どんどん、VC を稼いでいこうかなと思っている次第でございます。ということで、やっていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。クエストってなんだ？待てよ、どっちだったっけ？ボタン、これか。なんかあったな。デイリーがあるんか。これやった方がいいんだろうな、こういうの。知らんけど。デイリーがあるじゃん。前は。3個パック。10時間あるんで。よろしい。とりあえず。トーナメントからいきますかね。4週のシーズンスケジュール。どこまで来た？だいぶ来たな。第11週なんで。アンダーアーマーじゃん。ここはいいわ。やべえ、戻った、やべえ。シーズン5になったのか。マルチで他の人と外人とプレイしてもおもろいけど、とりあえず、これか。をやっていきたいと思います。木曜から日曜、これだね。4000か？木曜から日曜だから、木、金、土、日。4週間後に、開催予定。
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. From the beautiful grounds of TPC Sawgrass, our opening round coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, there's a lot of money on the line this week. It's the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass. Take me through this course.
Yeah, none of the players will actually admit that they're going to be a little nervous about that money, but I promise they are. It's just a different golf course. There's no shot that really fits your eye. You have a tee box pointing one direction, a landing area that's a different direction, and a green that sits even more cattywampus than that. It's a golf course you have to have a
あ、
lot
これ
of
どうやって見るんだっ
imagination
たっけ？
at
忘れた。やべ。
and not be afraid to hit the big bender and pull off some of the funkier shots because you're going to be presented with them
どれで見るんや
quite
った
a
か
few
な。
times around
これか。
here. It's a goofy golf course that linear golfers such as PGA Tour
やらんかった
don't
ら毎
necessarily
回
like.
忘れるわ。
Let's go out to the first hole.
風はあるな。こっちだな。この辺か。
That might be the best swing of the day. This shot is about 130 yards from the hole. This is pitching wedge on the way.
やらかした。
This one is headed toward the sand.
マジか、く
And
そ。
the mindset now is to get up and down from here.
Don't you dare stop it. Slow,
おお。
slow.
マジか。やべ、
That
強い。
just missed.
くそ、くそ。ダメだ。
He's got this one
久
for a
々にや
bogey.
ると。あっ。
Did not hit it. A double bogey start. Wow. Can
Double
you hit the
bogey.
reset button?
Well, the only good thing about that is it wasn't a triple bogey.
Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to get yourself a good look at reaching this green in two.
風は右か、これ。ああ、右だな。やらかした。
That's a disappointing shot. Henny has been walking all day. What do you see in this lie?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
This one could be just off the fairway.
It looked so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
Here's the third shot. That is a wonderful shot out of the rough. Well, that's the way you play it.
しゃ。
That was an amazing approach, and now putting for birdie at number 2. All right, that one is behind us. All right, John, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
Oh, well played. Lovely shot.
Before we go back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. We've made our way to a par 3.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
あ、ちょっと風が吹いたか。
This is a 5-iron. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
下っとるな。下っとるよな、これは。
Not enough pace on that one. Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole.
Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back, a long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Quality shot, that one. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this one for birdie.
It's time to catch up with Tom Kim. What has the Korean been up to now? Fine shot from our player currently chasing the leader.
Look at the touch that this man possesses.
Well, that's a bonus. Mark that down on the card.
マジか。
And after that effort, that's how it looks. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
There's Tom the Tank Engine. Don't we love Tom Kim? He has got some go in him.
He's got all kinds of giddy up in him. Yeah, he's just a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Young kid out there having some fun, playing the game that he loves. And it shows. He's out there smiling, laughing, engaging with the fans. You know, it's refreshing. It's nice to see that because, you know, the PGA Tour can be so cutthroat at times, and yet you have this young kid out there who's just happy to be here, but he's happy to be here and winning.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. And he's down there. You got to read?
Ever so slightly, this one's going right.
Just got to find a little bit more length to that putting stroke. Just a 4-footer remaining. Just not enough gas. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The sixth is a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one.
Uh-oh, we're starting to hear roars from another part of the course. Oh, look at how soft and subtle those hands are.
And in she goes. Okay, time to return to the action. Sitting at +1. Wow, what a shot.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. Didn't judge the speed there. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And it's a one-stroke par 5 for our leader over the field.
Out to the 7th hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Ooh, boy, not pretty. Henny, what does the lie look like down there?
I don't think he's going to have an easy time getting this one out of the bunker, Andrew. It's pretty deep.
You never know what you're going to get out of the bunker, and this one is coming up short. That's unfortunate.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. I don't know if this one's going to find the fairway. He's got a very long way to go. Nine feet remaining to the cup. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Not sure if that was a misread, but it comes up short. Here's a look at the way things stand. Tom Kim leading the pack. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Well, there's some excitement going on elsewhere.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. While we have a minute, let's take a look at what happened earlier today at the 12th.
This is very well done from long range.
Oh, what a golf shot. Max Homa stiffs another one inside the range, and he's got a chance to move even deeper under par.
On the green, but some work to do. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
A par putt coming up. Let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard. Tom Kim's lead is 1 shot. We finish up the opening 9 with a par 5. That's a textbook swing. Wow, he's going to like that one. Oh no, I think this might be out of bounds. That is going to work. And now a 6-footer is left. Right now, everyone is chasing Tom Kim on the leaderboard. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Always nice to see your name on top of the leaderboard. Just a slim lead, however, for this player.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back for the second round of the Players' Championship. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you with us today. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
It's always good to be leading after the first day, but listen, you got a lot of golf left to go. Let's not get too excited yet. Let's appreciate yesterday, but we need to move on.
Let's check in with the play on number 10.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
This one headed for the green.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. Those are so frustrating. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 11th.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in two. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
That's a tough one to swallow. At 8 under par. I really like that play to get back in position. This is his third. This one greenside in the rough. Oh, almost. Needs this putt to save par. Let's check in with Henny.
This is a 12-footer here.
That looked good, but just not enough pace. This one from 4 feet away.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
It's so frustrating to leave it short. Well, that is how you give the rest of the field some hope. A double bogey on the scorecard. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Over to the par 4 12th.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position. Players on other side of the golf course making some noise.
Let's see what Will Z was up to earlier today.
This is his third.
Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. Rich, it's great to see Will Zalatoris in fine form. When he has his A game, he's really tough to beat.
And the changes that he's made to his game after back surgery, it wasn't easy. It took some time. It took some patience. And to get through all of it, well, hats off to him for sticking through the process and putting the time and hours needed to make those changes.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Trying to get to 7 under par. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
I can't believe that didn't go in for birdie. The par putt. Quick glance at the leaderboard, and he is up by 6.
We have a par 3 on this one.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Opting for the 5-iron. Second shot here on their 13th hole. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here.
Yeah, he's looking at a bogey putt here.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And a bit of a setback there. Now he's 4 under for the tournament. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Well, that's a handy shot. Playing from around 230 yards. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. It's just about 3 feet away. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Rose Zhang as she gets set for her next shot here on the 3rd.
And a touch of frustration popping in there as the putt just missed the hole. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Nicely done.
Standing over his second shot. Oh, he's executed that superbly.
The perfect wind swing, nice and easy.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hold.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And after that, sitting at 6 under for the event.
We're on the tee at 16.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Let's go down to John on the course for an update.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one is right down the pipe. That's well played, pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Almost jarred it. That's what you're trying to do with a chip shot. Just bring par back in play.
Such soft hands.
A 3-footer coming up. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. A good result there as he is now 7 under par. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy. Roars going up around the golf course. Needs a little ground help to the left.
The yardage was dialed in on that shot. Pin high and looking at the hole. We want to take you back to the 6th hole earlier today.
This was her 3rd. Ooh, almost.
This putt to get to 8 under par. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
That was on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole. Okay, finishing up here. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Now to 18, the par 4.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? how much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
Wow, what a swing. Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out. Okay, that's going to play. This putt is 14 feet away. Henny, how tricky is this one?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left. What a putt, started this perfectly.
Oh, that's the way you finish, a birdie on the closing hole. The second round is in the books, and when you see the leaderboard, they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our third-round coverage of the Players' Championship starts right now. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. As we begin today's broadcast, our featured player is at 8 under par. Time to catch up with the play on the 10th. That was right on target.
Ooh, looks like it's sailing left here.
And that one won't find the green. Looking to get up and down from here. Wow, I thought that was in. And just this short one left for par. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. We've made our way to a par 5.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
That will definitely work. This is the 3rd. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club.
It's a green seeker.
Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Not enough behind that one. Short putt goes in for par. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Time for the tee shot at 12.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
That's a pretty good shot right there. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
This one is going straight at it.
You can hear the fans getting excited here at the 12th hole. A birdie chance coming up.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. We've hit hole number 13. It's a par 3.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green. The harmony on that swing was awesome.
Still not putting. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Let's see if he can save par. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead.
A long par 4 this hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
This shot from about 190 yards out. Wonderfully played. Putting for birdie here. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
Just a short putt remaining here. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
What a putt that was. After that, now 17 under for the tournament. The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity. Take full advantage.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Rich fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle. Well, life's good.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
So far, so good.
For eagle. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Well, let's go over to 17, the par 3.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Going with pitching wedge here. That was such a pure swing. He hits a beauty at 17, and now a chance for birdie. An opportunity to make birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Out to the 18th tee.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
6 feet to the cup. Did not hit it. Here's the tap in for par. And tap this one in to finish out the round and call it a day. Rich, only 18 holes remain, and our featured player has built a nice cushion.
This player is so far out front, they really have nothing to worry about except for breathing the final 18 holes. This has been an extraordinary week for them.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. This will be a historic day for one player. It's the final round of the prestigious Players' Championship. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. Well, it's already been a great start to the event, and we're thrilled to have you join us once again here on 2K Sports. Let's go down to the 10th hole. As of now, it doesn't look like anyone will catch him in this final round. Let's pick up the action. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
That's a really nice approach shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
A putt from 9 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
John, give us a read on this putt.
This one looks like it will be breaking to the left.
That looked good all the way. All right, here we are with a par opportunity. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. To the 11th, and it's a par 5.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. and you might have a hope of going forward in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Uh-oh, I don't like where this one's headed. Here's a look at the ball in the fairway bunker.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
Well done to not turn one mistake into 2. Here's the third shot. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Oh, that was so close. This one would be from downtown. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Oh, I thought that was going down. 6 feet remain. A bogey on the scorecard, and things might be turning a little bit. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Here's a look at the 12th hole. It's a par 4.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday, trying to keep it up again today.
This one's going right there. Love the way that shot was shaped, and now we're going to see a birdie putt here at the 12th. He makes that one for birdie, and that's just what the doctor ordered after a bogey on the previous hole. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole.
It's time to take a look at this 13th hole.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole-in-one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
I don't mind the look of this. That's disappointing. And that should secure the par on this one. And after that, sitting at 24 under par for the tournament. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. This hole here is a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Playing from around 210 yards here. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for a birdie.
You don't need to be a scientist to know that 100% of putts not hit hard enough will not go in the hole. And tapping it in for par. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
He's setting up for his second shot. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. this next putt now for double bogey. And that's another putt that's been holed. Now 22 under par with a handful of holes left to play.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Teeing off now on this par 5.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Let's see how aggressive it becomes out of the sand. Leader is putting on a clinic out there. 4 feet remains. Wow, that hole could have been ugly, but a great job with the putter.
That's what I'm talking about. Nicely done. Up and down for the birdie out of the bunker.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Oh, anywhere but there, not in the water. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Ooh, that was unfortunate, to say the least. Let's see what happens out of the first cut.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
We're going to see that shot on the highlight reel. What a shot at 17, and now a birdie chance.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Pretty sure this one's moving to the left.
He gets that one to drop. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. He's made his way to 18 with the lead. Time to get it done.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Here's the second at 18. Going with 8-iron here. That's a great position to be in after that approach. What an opportunity here to become the players' champion. There it is. Our featured player wins the Players' Championship.
Take a bow. What a performance.
And Rich, that almost looked easy out there today.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time.
Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Ilvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. Oh, Rich, how good's this day going to be? It's exciting. I can feel it in my veins already. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another one out on the course. But before we get into that, please take us through this course.
Copperhead, does that sound like a friendly kind of snake to you? Something that you want to go up and pet and kind of hang out with and pal around and show your friend? Yeah, no, neither would I, yeah. That's what you get when you go to the Copperhead golf course. I mean, it swirls back and forth, it winds in and out, and it's probably, I think, one of the hardest driving golf courses we have on the PGA Tour. The guys who drive it straight, they love it. You know, obviously iron game and all that's important, but I think it comes down to if you drive it well, you're going to have more opportunities to find these smallish type greens. But again, there's nothing really super friendly or fun about a golf course named after a lethal snake that lives in the water. Yeah, no thanks.
Well played, mate. This is his second shot. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
That is disappointing. Never hit it. A par putt awaits. And that's going to come up short. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Not a great start right there, but plenty of holes left in the round.
He's in a tie for fifth at the moment. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
I'm not sure he got enough out of the rough on that one.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And back to the course with the live action. And a par putt awaits him. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one's going to go down the hill and to the right, I believe.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Putting early on has been less than stellar, but that one, that's more like it.
Sitting at 1 over for the day. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Should find the green here. Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is for birdie.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 5-iron here. And he's hit that inside the range. Time to check in with Max Homer. What's he got in store for us here? Just a couple back from our leader. Has he holed it? Oh my! Holds it from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? This now for a share of the lead. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
It's on a great line. That was well holed. And for birdie. He's currently in a share of top spot. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Well, we're getting more and more used to seeing this, aren't we, Rich? Max Homer once again in the limelight. He's certainly stepped up to the elite level on the tour.
Yeah, it just seems like you know, it took him a while to get comfortable with the PGA Tour and his surroundings. But now that he's found the winner's circle multiple times, it becomes, you know, old habit to him. It's coming easier and easier, and he's evolving into one of the greats in the game.
Even for the day.
Well, that approach shot seemed to catch Max Homer's attention. Nothing to roast there. Fantastic shot.
Well, let's take a look at what Max Homer can deliver here. Only 2 shots off the pace. Wow, what a save.
Uh-oh. There could be trouble ahead. The rival is coming.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And he's now the solo leader in this event. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for our second round coverage of the event. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Luke Elvey. Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
Let's catch up with play down at the 11th. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. This is his second shot. That's nicely done.
Do it. Come on. Come on.
Well struck. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Playing from around 150 yards here. That'll work there. Let's catch up with Max Homer. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. The 13th is a par 3.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I like the look of this.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Starting this one way out to the left. Let's return to live play now. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, they're the kind of putts that the players at the top of this game make at monotonous regularity. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th is a par 5.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Yeah, that one will play. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Not bad.
Great shot indeed.
Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Three feet to go here to the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. Now at 11 under for the event. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for our third round coverage of this event. Luke Elvey, Rich Beat, calling all the action here. It's always terrific to have you join us. Rich, this player has been doing really nicely, building that solid advantage over the field. But today's just as important as the first few, isn't it?
Of course it is. And the way they're playing, however, though, I don't see them going anywhere but up. I just find what they're doing out there to be fairly flawless. Now, is it possible they stumble? Of course it is. But I'm having a hard time understanding how that could happen.
Let's get down to the 6th hole.
absolutely tattooed that drive.
Oh, that's carrying a bit too much speed. That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. Second shot here on the 6th.
Looking great so far out the rough.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
This one starting out way out to the right.
That one went a fair bit distance by the hole.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th. Oh, great swing there. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. This would be a great up and down. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Trying to save par here.
Currently 12 under for the event. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This for par.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Good shot there, Beamer. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Looks like this one's bunker bound. Time to step into the bunker now. And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. Big putt for par coming up. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
This is a good chance. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far, Rich.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Lovely effort, that. Standing over his second shot. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt. John, what's the line on this putt?
Okay, this one's going up the hill and moving to the left.
Remember, there's two important parts of a putt, line and length. Too much length on that one. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. Not sure how that putt came up shy. And this one will be for bogey. currently 10 under for the event. Well, I don't know about you, Rich, but I've been in absolute awe of this player's performance. Has built a huge advantage going into the final round.
It is a satisfying position to be on top of the leaderboard through 3 rounds.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Luke Elvey here alongside my mate Rich Beam in the booth. It's always delightful to have you with us. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Even with this massive lead, there is no lead large enough, I have to say. It's a very uncomfortable situation because there's only one place to go, and that's down. So this player has got to be aware of that, go out and try and play as rock solid the first 3 or 4 holes as humanly possible to continue that lead.
All right, time to head out to the 13th hole now. He's put together a very impressive display. Got a handful of shots lead over the field. Will he close this one out? Going with the 5-wood. Second shot here on the 13th. How close was that to going down? Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
He's setting up for his second shot. That's some good golf right there. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Trying to get to 16 under with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
I think this one is going to move to the left.
Okay, slow down now. That's enough. 8 feet to the cup. That'll hurt the momentum. Just a short putt remaining here. And now that finds him in first place. Hole number 15 is a par 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
I think this one is heading for the bunker.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. How close was that to going in? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. And that putt will end up short. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Not a bad line, this one. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Never up, never in. Putting for par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. This 17th hole is a par 3.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. This is his second shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Can he save his par?
Currently 13 under for the event. Well, here we are, the 18th hole. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. That was a thing of beauty. You got all of that one. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
That was such a skillful shot, taking the bunker out of play, now safely on the green.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
And this putt to win the Valspar Championship. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one, this is testing. A big right to left slope.
Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in and win the tournament. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
That's disappointing. It failed to reach the cup. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. So close to going in. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
Those are the wins you dream of, isn't it? Where it's just a walk in the park. You're just out there for an afternoon stroll. Oh, by the way, here's the trophy at the end of that walk. Great win.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elby, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
いしょ。はい、今日はこの辺で、配信終わりたいと思います。ご視聴していただいた方々いらっしゃいましたらありがとうございました。また次、キャリアをやっていきますので、のんびり見ていただけたらなと思います。ということで今日はこの辺で配信終わりたいと思います。ありがとうございました。